If you're flying for the first time, one of the biggest questions you probably have is, do I bring a carry-on or do I check a bag? And somehow, this simple decision starts to feel like you're choosing between two life paths. What if my bag gets lost? What if I can't lift it onto the overhead bin? What if I pack 17 outfits for a 3-day trip? Today, I'm breaking down the difference between carry-on and check bags, the pros and cons of each, and how to choose the best option for your trip without overthinking it. Let's go.
Dream vacations start here.
As a first-time flyer, you might be wondering, what even is a carry-on? A carry-on is the bag that you bring onto the plane and store in the overhead bin. Most airlines also allow one personal item like a backpack or purse that goes under the seat in front of you. Carry-ons are great because you don't have to wait at baggage claim, there's no risk of lost luggage, and you have all your stuff with you the entire time. But here's the catch. Airlines have strict size limits for carry-ons. If your bag is too big or too heavy, it may have to get checked at the last minute. So no, your oversized bag that looks like it could survive an expedition to Antarctica probably won't fit. So what size bag can you bring on the plane with you? Well, it really depends on the airline you're flying on, so it's best to check the size limit for the airline you'll be flying on. However, the most widely accepted carry-on luggage size is 22 by 14 by 9 inches, or 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. That includes the handles and wheels of your luggage. This standard size is accepted by the 3 major U.S. carriers, American, Delta, and United, and most international airlines. So if you already have a carry-on, make sure it meets the size restrictions before you book your flight. And if you don't have one yet, I'll have some recommendations that meet the standard for most airlines that I'll link in the video description. Now let's talk about what a checked bag is. A checked bag is a suitcase you hand over at the airline counter before security. It gets stored under the airplane and you pick it up at baggage claim when you land. Check bags are great if you're traveling for more than a few days, you need full-size toiletries, or you just want more space. The downside is that you'll usually have to pay a fee to check a bag. You also have to wait to pick up your bag at baggage claim, and there's always a chance your bag could be delayed or misplaced. Now, lost luggage is rare, but yes, it happens. That's why it's smart to keep essentials like medication, documents, and a change of clothes in your carry-on just in case. So when should you choose a carry-on? Choose a carry-on if your trip is short, like 3 or 4 days. You want to move quickly to the airport, you don't want to pay for check bag fees, and you like having your things nearby. Carry-ons are great for first-time flyers who want more control and fewer moving parts. You're going to experience less waiting, less risk, and less stress. Just make sure you follow the Luggage rule for a carry-on and don't pack anything prohibited. You can find out more information about the Luggage rule and what things you won't be able to pack in a carry-on by going to tsa.gov, or I'll also post a couple of videos that I've made that goes into the subject more in detail. Now let's talk about when you should check a bag. You should check a bag if you're traveling internationally for a longer trip. You need to carry larger liquid items, which, by the way, in a check bag, there's no limit to the amount of liquids you can pack. You should also check a bag if you need to pack bulky items such as a coat or boots, or if you just don't want to haul a suitcase through the airport. Some first-time flyers actually feel less stressed checking a bag because they don't have to worry about lifting it into the overhead bin. And that's okay. There's no advanced traveler badge for carrying everything on your shoulder like you're training for a survival show. Now that you have a good idea about the type of bag you might want to bring on your flight, let's talk about a few common mistakes you should avoid. Number 1, don't pack important documents in a checked bag. This would include passports, IDs, and boarding passes. Mistake number 2, not keeping essentials in your carry-on. Always pack medication, chargers, glasses, contacts, and anything else that you absolutely need in your carry-on. Mistake number 3, overpacking. This is a common mistake that first-time and even some experienced travelers make because the temptation is to pack items just in case. In my experience, you are rarely going to need those just-in-case items, and all it does is take up space. If you do end up forgetting or needing an item, you can always buy it at your destination. And if it's something that's hard to replace, then pack it in your carry-on. And then mistake number 4 is packing an overweight suitcase. Every airline has a weight limit for checked bags, and there's also a number of airlines that also have a weight limit for carry-on bags as well. So it'd be in your best interest to find out what the weight limit is with the airline you'll be flying on so you don't get hit with an overweight fee at the airport. And you can find this information out by going to the airline's website, as the size and weight limits will be posted there. I'd also recommend getting a luggage scale like this one so you can easily weigh your luggage at any time. And this is especially important if you plan on bringing back some souvenirs from your trip. If you're having a hard time deciding between taking a carry-on or checking a bag, there's a hybrid approach. Many travelers, including myself, just bring a carry-on bag and a backpack and skip checking a bag entirely. This will give you enough space for most trips without having to wait a baggage claim after the flight for your bag. If you're nervous about flying, this option will give you the most control. If you're going to be on an international flight, then a check bag and a backpack may be all that you need, but there's no shame in also taking a carry-on if you need to. It just tends to be a lot to carry and manage when you have that many pieces of luggage. At the end of the day, there's no right answer, just what works best for your trip and comfort level. Taking a carry-on will give you convenience and speed, while a check bag will give you space and flexibility. Whichever you choose, just pack smart. Follow the airline guidelines and you'll be completely fine. If this video has helped you feel more confident about packing for your first flight, give the video a like and consider subscribing for more first-time flyer tips. And let me know in the comments, are you team carry-on or team check bag? Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in a future video.